Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In Bill's living room, Luna kisses him. I know that was the last thing you were awaiting. This was the last thing I was awaiting too, chancing out I'm not your son, kissing you in the design office at Forrester. Hope flashes to kissing Finn and also to Finn saying that Steffy needs to know about it. She shakes her head, exhales, and Brook walks in. She asks, "Have you heard?" Hope asks, "Heard what?" Brook tells her Luna's mama, Poppy, was arrested for the murders of Tom and Hollis. Hope digests this word as Brook says the police could be wrong. She denies it, and someone could be trying to set her up. Hope prodigies how Bill is feeling about all of this. Brook's sure he's in shock and devastated. However, if he really is Luna's father, also, it's going to be a huge shock to Bill and Luna, if those letters from Tom Star are real. It's going to undo everything they allowed. They'd set up together. In the police station, Poppy pleads with her family that she didn't kill Tom and Hollis. She says the pack is crucial. Someone planted that in my apartment. If we find out who did that, also we've our killer or killers. She doesn't know anything except that she's being framed. Lee says that's not how the police see it. Poppy cries that the police are wrong. All she can suppose about is Luna and how this is affecting her. Thank God she has Bill. She tells Lee how close they've come. He's the father she's always wanted. Lee notes that she kept him from her all these times and thinks she did this for herself, not just Luna. She's always allowing about herself first, which is how she ended up in this dilemma. Going to see Tom before his performance, she knows her family is a lot of effects, but not a killer. Poppy is so relieved to hear this, and asks Lee to be there for Luna. In Bill's living room, he tells Luna he doesn't know what's going on then. Yes, they just set about he's not her father, but you can't do that, Luna. Why would you kiss me? Bill can only imagine what she's going through right now, but what just happened, you can't do that. You understand that, don't you? Luna just smiles. At the precipice house, Steffy asks Finn what Hope did. What's going on? Tell me. Finn says, you know I would no way keep anything from you, right? Before it can go any further, Taylor walks in. Finn hugs her and says, you've been missed. A lot. Taylor's missed all of them a lot too. She apologizes for interposing. Steffy says it's forfeiture. Finn was just going to tell me commodity about Hope. What's it? In the design office, Hope zones out while Brook goes on about Bill and Poppy's arrest. She gawps, you're allowing about Steffy's hubby again, aren't you? Hope demurs that this is the last thing she wanted to be. She goes over her contest with Steffy and says that when her life fell piecemeal, she noticed how amazing Finn is and she doesn't suppose Steffy realizes it. Brook says that's no reason. Hope knows it's no reason to mess with her marriage, but she can't really help how she feels. She lost someone really important to her and her passions for Finn have evolved. She sees that he could be a great mate or not. Brook exclaims, oh my God. You're not telling me that you and Finn? Hope assures her that nothing like that happened. Brook realizes commodity happened and asks, what exactly did you do? At the precipice house, Finn hesitates to come out with what he has to say. Taylor makes a move to leave them alone, but not before talking about how awful it's to see the awful love between the two of them. She goes on about how married they're and how no bone will ever change that. Who wouldn't want what you two have? Taylor gets a communication and has to take care of many effects. She has to get her practice up and running again. She says she loves them and goes. Steffy tells Finn how nice it's to have her mama back and also asks him what he has to tell her about Hope. He says commodity happened at Brook's party, commodity you need to know. In the police station, Lee promises Poppy she and Bill will look after Luna. They'll make sure she's alright. Poppy cries that she didn't kill anyone, but someone did, and they can't get down with it. The guard says time's up. Poppy pleads with Lee to look after Luna and find out who framed her. At Bill's place, Luna tells him she's so sorry, I don't know what came over me. She says it's not looking good for her mama. Is it ever possible that she altered our maternity test and killed those 2 men? She points out that those men failed from the same medicines her mama was taking, but laced with commodity more murderous. Would her mama really go that far to cover the life they've with him? Bill wants to offer her comforting. He thinks she should talk to a professional. Luna says that's sweet and she'll let him know after she processes. Bill tells her she can stay there. I want to emphasize that what happened before can no way be again. Luna thanks him for being so awful. Bill says they've both been deceived. Luna sniffs that growing up it was her and Poppy against the world, until I met you. No man has ever watched for her and been so loving as he has. Thank you, Bill. She throws herself into his arms. In the design office, Brook tells Hope there's nothing she can say that can change her love for her. She implores her to just tell her and they'll deal with it together. Hope says it's out of their hands now. Brook learns that commodity happened at Eric's party when Hope was drinking champagne. I kissed him, Hope says. I kissed Finn. Brook rolls, you kissed Steffi's hubby? At the Precipice house, Finn tells Steffy that Hope did commodity at her forefathers. When Danny was performing and Steffy got a call and went to take it, Hope pulled him away. She fully caught me off guard, and if I'd had any idea that she was going to do what she did, Steffy asks him to tell her what Hope did. Finn says she kissed him. Steffy rolls. Hope kissed you? Finn nods. Steffy situations, you and Hope your lips met? Finn nods again. Steffy exclaims, you kissed Hope? Poppy Nozawa pushed Lee Finnegan to find the person or people responsible for the Il Giardino deaths since she'd been framed. Poppy also wanted Lee to be there for Luna Nozawa and remained thankful that her son had Bill Spencer to lean on. Lee promised to look after Luna and make sure she was each right, but Poppy wasn't sure how Luna could be okay when her mama was in a place like this. Poppy formally again talked about the frame-up and said she was counting on Lee to figure out who was actually to condemn. At Bill's manse, Luna was sure that kiss was the last thing he anticipated and suggested it caught her by surprise, too. Bill was flustered as he said Luna couldn't do that and asked why she'd kiss him. Although Bill knew Luna's feelings were each over the place, he reiterated that she couldn't kiss him and hoped she understood that. Luna acted like she didn't know what she was allowing and eventually shifted the discussion to whether Poppy was truly shamefaced. At one point, Bill offered to get Luna comforting, but she demanded further time to reuse everything. Bill formally again made it clear that Luna couldn't kiss him, but she still appreciated that he watched for her like no man ever had and pulled him into a clinch. In the Forrester Creations design office, Brooke Logan shocked Hope Logan with the news that Poppy had been arrested for Tom Starr and Paul Hollister's murders. Hope reeled over Brooke's updates, but Brooke snappily realized Hope was detracted over studies of John Finn Finnegan after Hope reflected on Steffy Forrester not appreciating the kind of man Finn was. She knew that didn't give her a free pass to intrude in their marriage. Indeed so, Hope's passions had evolved, so she talked about seeing that Finn could be a great friend and nut. Brooke flipped out, allowing Hope might have landed in bed with Finn, but Hope said nothing like that happened. Still, Hope did confess the tipsy party smooch and left Brooke stunned over her son kissing Steffi's hubby. At the Precipice house on Monday's B&B occasion, Taylor Hayes intruded Finn's discussion with Steffy, so he was taken suddenly and gave her a warm welcome home. Steffy said Finn was just about to tell her commodity about Hope, but Taylor decided to let them talk alone, especially since she had some effects to take care of away. Taylor mentioned that she had to get her practice up and running since she was sticking around. Once Taylor took off, Finn told Steffy that commodity happened at the party that she demanded to know about. After Finn reminded Steffy about the phone call she took, he said Hope pulled him away and caught him off guard by kissing him. Finn assured Steffy that he pulled back, but that part didn't really feel to sink in for his woman. Hope kissed you? You and Hope your lips met? You kissed Hope? Steffy asked as she began to spin out.